6S Plus here with no power, 0 amps on the ammeter, and so here's what I've done so far. Inspected the board. Everything looks really clean. No water damage or anything on the back side. The top side here, I noticed that he put a new battery in there. I don't know why he did that. I'm not really sure why I put a new battery in there. Maybe TriStar problem in addition, but the main problem right now is there's a short on VCC main. Okay. Best way to check it is there's two caps on the back side of the board. And I'll show you on ZXW tools. These two caps right here, you can probably check those two. Top side, don't know. You might be able to check. Yeah, I guess you can check that cap right there, just to confirm without removing the logic board from the frame or anything like that. Okay, so here's what I noticed. A little bit of screw damage right here. I don't know. I know that there's a VCC main trace and there are a few backlight traces, but I don't know if that's going to affect anything because I think maybe the VCC main will probably affect it, especially if it's grounded, But I think the majority of these lines go up to these test points right here, because the backlight stuff is right here, and the pins the connector to the pins right here, and then this is all the backlight stuff here, and I think this just leads up to here so you can test it. But there is a VCC main back there. Another thing that I noticed is there's a component here. It looks like it's missing. I mean, these are components that these are the slots that don't have anything. This looks like it's supposed to have something, but doesn't. And then, just as I was about to remove this screw hole here, I noticed I popped off. I was like, let me pop off this shield. Maybe it's a backlight problem, which it's 99% of the time. And sure enough, there's this right here that's just busted. And sure enough, it is VCC main. But it doesn't. It's not going to explain why it's grounded, right? Why is it grounded? Because it's a coil anyways, so it shouldn't be grounded. So, but when you see, sorry, you guys can't see anything, but here you go. Here's the jacked up coil right there. Let's go back to ZXW tools. Okay, so here you go. This is, if you look on the other side of the coil here, this is actually BL3034 switch. So it's not actually one of the backlight coils, but it's one of the switches to the backlight coil. So where does this go? Let's see. Okay, so it goes to the other side here. So this thing busted, which goes over here, and I'm thinking maybe, I mean, the coil's not going to cause a short, so maybe it's the other side that, let me take a look here. I did notice that this looked a little bit funky, but nothing out of the ordinary here. But this is where that coil connects to, and my guess is that maybe this is all jacked up here. Maybe, I'm not really sure, but we should probably inspect it. So does that look weird? Not really. Let's just test this diode just for the hell of it. Oh yeah, that's blown, dude. Well, I'm glad I removed it. I did notice this as I inspected it. So it's 0.2, and this is shorted. Should be OL. So that's a bad. So it looks like it's probably just a bad backlight system. I mean, partial backlight system. I mean, because this is blown to bits right here. Look at this. The pad's missing. So, yep. So I'm going to have to remove this. You can tell there's a little bit of burn damage there. Coil in the front, and most likely this backlight. That backlight IC right there. So let's see what else is connected to, and maybe there's a cap around here that we can. So that cap right there. Let's see if this is. mean, that cap, let's see if that cap is big cap. Oops. So this big cap is not shorted. I don't know what this is, but this looks like it's part of the backlight system. Nope, nothing. Alright, my video cut out there. Anyways, here's what I've determined that's going on. So let's go to the schematics here. And L4051 is the coil here. That's obviously damaged. So this is the other side of the backlight filter, which nobody has any idea what it does. I don't. I mean, this is the normal inductor here that offers the boosted voltage, but if you look at this coil here, this is a 3.6 amp coil, which means that it's going to be a low voltage line. High amp, low voltage. What does it do? I don't know. Anyways, this line blue right here. So my guess is that it's probably going to be one of these four caps. Probably one of these 10 microfarad caps. Maybe this 10 microfarad cap here. So, well, actually, no. It's got to be a VCC main cap. So it's got to be one of these four. And out of these four, I'm gonna say that's probably gonna be C4050 or C4051. That's gonna be shorted to ground, causing the VCC main short. So that's where we're gonna work first. Okay. So where is C? So C4051 is there, and let's see. C4050 is there. So we're going to remove those two first. I'm going to remove the one on the back first because this one's caked in tar. So it's going to be, there's three here, it's going to be the middle one. So I'm going to remove both of those and see if that fixes my VCC main short, and we'll go from there. That one does not look blown at all. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing wrong with that. I don't even want to remove that, to be honest with you. So that right there is shorted. That diode should not be shorted, I don't think. Let me just double check. Yeah, that should not be shorted. You know what? Since there is no, since I know that the backlight IC is jacked and that diode is jacked, I'm gonna assume that it's probably the backlight IC and not, because this cap looks fine, and this cap, suspect, but it looks fine for the most part. What doesn't look fine is this. And this is connected to this, and then this is bad. So, and I know that this is shorted. So my guess is that whatever happened, it just blew this whole thing right here, because VCC, I think VCC main's here. So let's remove this IC. First. So let's do it. Hopefully after we remove this, we'll see, give us a better idea of what the hell happened here. We're going to back up a little bit so that well, that looks pretty clean, so that kind of kills my theory a little bit. Alright, that's gone. Let's see if that's still shorted or not. It's not beeping. I'm getting 350. So it's basically low resistance to ground. Well, let's find out where VCC main is real quick, and then. So that was VCC main. Okay, so that's not even shorted anymore. So it looks like maybe there was an internal short inside of the. See, that's VCC main. That's not shorted anymore. What is the middle one? Oh, that's ground. Okay, that's perfect. So now I need to figure out how to jump this mother. That's gonna be fun. So I relieved the short. Let's just double check to make sure I definitely relieved the short because I don't want to jack this up. Let's see. That one right there. Let's check this cap. Alright, VCC main short is gone. So that's good. No wasted work, my friend. I hope we don't have to replace that coil in the front. I imagine I probably will, but I just hope I don't, because that's going to be a pain. So it looks like the backlight IC blue. Alright. So, let me see. Can I scrape away something to get that diode back in place? Actually, looks like I probably can. Because it looks like that is all connected. This right here is connected to that. So I can literally just scrape that away, I think. Let me just double check real quick. Yep. Sure enough. Alright, so I can just put the backlight IC back on. Put this diode back on, put this diode back on, put this glass diode back on, scrape away this, run a little jumper there. What do I do first? Let's scrape away that first. I know you guys can't see any of this stuff. Alright. It's a little better. Okay. Don't want to scrape away too much. Okay, that's good right there. I'm gonna run a little jumper right there. Get that just so I can get that glass diode back on there. And okay. Alright. So let's just tin it real quick first. So that I know. Alright, that's pretty much all I'm going to need, I think. What do we do first? I think we probably put that last good diode back on last. So let's go get an IC somewhere. And then 4050 is 4050 diode is 30 volt. 30 volt, the last diode. Is that right? Maybe. Alright, so let me just grab this stuff out. Get it out. Make sure I have everything. So there you go. Backlight IC. Boom. That's one. And then let's see, 50. Hold on a second. Alright, let's see. D4050 and D4051. So I'm going to need both diodes. Let me just pause this so that you guys have to watch me search for shit. Alright, so I have my three components ready. I just need to figure out which side, what the orientation is. So for this, for D4051, which is the glass, let's go with, yeah, let's go with D4050 first, okay? So anode side goes to the coil, cathode side, which has the line on it, goes to the capacitors, alright? And, okay, so this is the regular diode, anode side goes to the coil, so the line should face, hold on a second, that's not right, to the IC. Anode side without the line should go to the IC. Anode goes to the IC. Okay, so that's the line's gonna be on the right side. All right, so we'll note that, and then let's find out what pin 1 is of this. Pin 1 is going to be bottom left, facing me. So we're going to put the IC on first. And make sure the dot is on the lower left. So there you go. Let's try not to burn anything up here. Increase this. I gotta turn it this way because I can't get a good grip on it. It's the only way to get a good grip on it. Alright, so I'm just gonna do this. You gotta hold it pretty damn straight here. Okay, there you go. There goes my holder. So if you put your holder towards, put your hot air gun towards the holder's screw, it goes to shit. It unscrews and I guess imagine the heat probably. So anyways, just want to make sure this is melted now. Nice and good. There goes my holder again. There goes the IC. That's in place. Pretty good. Okay, that's good. Okay, I didn't lose my diode. Diode's still here. So there's my diode. Diode's going to go to the right. I mean, the line's going to go to the right, so I probably should have just turned it on before I make sure I can see the phone before I do this. So anyways. There you go. We're good. And then let's get the glass diode on, but we have to run a jumper first, so. Let's get our jumper wire. I'm going to cut some more goot wick. Alright, I use goot wick, strands of goot wick as jumper wire. And let me just dump this first. Okay. Alright, tons of goot wick now. Unlimited jumper wire. Ooh, that's too much. So one of those. Okay. So let's get my 1mm tip here on my nano pencil. This thing is indispensable. JVC Nano Station. You know what? I should probably use lead-free solder, because I'm gonna need heat to get this back on. So there it goes. Yeah, I just don't think you're gonna be able to do that with your Hacko. Just don't. Somebody show me otherwise. I got my Hacko sitting in the corner over there, collecting dust. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of fold it like this maybe, and I think we're good. Might be a whole lot to it. Probably just like that. Alright, let's get my glass diode out now. I don't even know if this is the right diode. Pretty sure it is, but this looks really, really small. Well, glass diode will come out of. Uh-oh. Oh, is that it? I think I might have injured it. Man, is this the one? Oh, did I chip it? No, this is the old one. Damn it! It flew somewhere. Gosh, piece of shit, dude! I swear, not a damn stuff I lose. Oh well. That's gone. Alright, I'm going to pause it, bring another diode out, because I lost that other one. Alright, I'm back in business here. This one you don't really need to know the direction because the big pad goes on that side. So, I think I'm going to need to tin it. So, let's just get some. I'm going to tin my jumper wire. Or maybe I'll tin both. So, let's just get a little bit of flux on this, on the back side of this. A little bit of flux there. It's not easy doing this with one hand here. Alright, so let's tin this and then tin my jumper cable. So I'm just using regular 6337 here, not the lead free. I just want that the other end of the jumper wire to be lead free because that's going to kind of anchor it in place while I heat it. So let's just see if we can tin this a little bit. Alright, that's going to be fine. So I'm going to need to use heat to get this on because the pads are on the bottom. Try not to crack this damn thing. Alright. As you can see, it's a pain in the arse. Alright. I think we're kind of good. Alright, that looks good. So let's heat it and hopefully we don't do any damage to it. I'm going to back up a little bit so that I can see where my tip is. Okay. Don't really want to jack up the Wi-Fi chip. That looks pretty good. Let's just do a little wiggle test to make sure everything's good. Okay. So I think we're pretty much golden here. Let me just do a few checks. Hopefully I don't have to replace that damn coil, but we shall see. Alright. Push this back down so that it sits tighter. Okay. I'm very hopeful that this is all I'm going to need. So, but before we do anything, let's check a VCC main, see if the short is definitely gone. And I believe it's this one. Alright, it's gone. Alright. So this sucker should power on now. I'm gonna plug this sucker back in. I should probably test everything before I do all this, right? Let's get ahead of myself. All right, so let's just test it first and see what happens. Pretty sure this is gonna be okay. Alright, I'm going to do it with you guys. I have not tried it yet. I'm going to plug it in right now. And it is drawing 0.68. Oh, what's that? Hey, what's up? What's up, Apple logo? 1.22 amps. And looks like we got some brightness here, so that's pretty nice. And let me just make sure there's no picture of the customer or anything like that. I think we're in business, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, I think we might have a dim top right left side though. Yep, looks like it's dim. You can't really tell, but hold on a second. Let me see if I can get the passcode real quick. Come on, dude. Let's see. Okay. It's definitely dim. So we definitely got some issues. So there you go. Look at it here. So we got a dim corner. So anyways, we're just going to do some more troubleshooting here. Yep, I'll just continue on with this video, and I'll just continue on the troubleshooting here. Alright, I'm going to pause it real quick. Alright, so I have a top left dim backlight, and I think I've gone through this already in another video, but I'll go through it again. I just realized that this guy wants data, so I'm gonna, before I really muck around here with anything else, I'm probably gonna just make a backup of his data, and then I'll try to fix his backlight. Just because I know I can do it, so it's like, even though it's a data recovery job, if I can fix it, I'll fix it. Alright, so let's go to ZXW real quick. And so that's one anode line, and I believe this is the other anode line. So let's just make sure the screen is on right now. Okay, so I'm going to change my multimeter to voltage mode, and I'm going to measure those two anode connections, which it may not be the anode connection because it's the cathode connection that is. I think it's the cathode. No, my bad. What am I talking about? It is the anode line. That is the 34 anode line. That is bad. The coil on that's bad. So it's probably that coil. What am I doing? So I'm going to check this one first. Voltage mode. One lead goes to ground. This goes here. So this is 4.1 with the screen on and 16.7. So we know that it is this line that is bad. Alright? Which I'm going to assume that is probably the line that has the bad coil on it. So it's that line that's bad, and we just trace it. So this is definitely the 34 line, and it's most likely, let's see, I'm not getting the boosted voltage here. So it could be a filter, it could be that, it could be, let's check the schematics. It's probably the coil actually, right? 34. Is it the coil? because I replaced this, and this is the only one that looks really bad. But that wouldn't make sense because I think the boosted voltage comes from L4050. Weird. Okay, well let me do a backup first, and I'll come back and fix this thing on video. Alright, so I don't know exactly what the problem is. I probably should diagnose it before I start replacing stuff, but can I even check? Let's see. Well, it's too late now, but I don't think I can even check this coil. I mean, I see one test point here, and this one goes to the other side of the board here. So I'd have to flip the board over and do some crazy shit. So I think the easiest thing would be probably just to replace this coil, since it's diseased. I've already picked at it, but I know that's bad because the whole thing's busted, you know. So let's just replace this and see if that fixes that problem. Because I mean, I probably could. I'm not quite sure why Apple decided to put this black tar all over this shit. Hope I didn't just scrape away that. Hope that's not ground down there. Yeah, it probably is. Alright, I gotta be careful. Let me get my other mini tip here. Gotta be careful. That's probably ground. That's not good. Otherwise, I'm gonna be spending a shitload of time. This is why you charge your arm and a leg for you know, if you had a backlight problem. I mean, this is, look at this mess here. I mean, this is gonna cost me a new tip already. New JVC tip, because this one is being jacked up. What the hell is this right here? What is that? Where'd that come from? And how do I get it out of here? So I see a pad, I think. Yep, that's one pad. Now, where's the other one? And what the hell is this? Is that? I'm gonna need to pick at that. That's a mess. Just trying to replace that damn coil right there. That is a freaking mess. Oh, man. Look at that shit. Well, could be worse, I guess, right? So I think I can pretty much, whatever the hell this is, I need to get that out first, and then I think it's coming. Now the question is this still part of, is this part of the pad, or is this part of the inductor? That's just a mess right there. Look at that. Oh my god. Okay, let's just scrape away all this crap, because right. Don't think I'm gonna wash it this time. I'm gonna dump this. Okay. Alright, let me get my knife tip here. And then we're going to tin it. Hopefully. I think I might, well, yep, I think it's still down there actually. That's not, that's part of the filter, or the inductor, which I need to remove. That's not in the pad. Alright, there's one, gone. Man, this is a mess. Okay, let's go with number 2 here. Somehow. I hope I don't tin the ground pads. I think I'm getting it, I think. What's going on there? Maybe. I don't know what's going on now. Did I just. Okay. Is there? Yep, there is one. Now the flux is turning into goop. But I'm pretty sure there's still a pad down there, which I need to get out. Do I? Is there a pad or is there not a pad? I don't know. I think there is. Maybe not. Alright. Truth is, I don't even know if this is going to fix the problem or not. Let me make sure this cap is not shorted here. I don't think it is, but is that supposed to be? Yes. Alright, I think that's good enough. Okay. Still just a little bit of black, or part of the old inductor that I'm going to kind of scrape off a little bit so that, okay, there we go. Clean it one last time, and hopefully I can fit the new thing in there. Maybe. Okay, let's try it. I got my inductor here. Small inductor. I mean, how long have I been going for? It's gotta be close to an hour now, right? Definitely don't want to burn anything, really. I don't mess anything up, man. So I'm going to use some of these things, get a little bit of a penny there. Need one more penny. Where is it? Stupid. Maybe this one. I'm going to direct the heat away. Okay, so there we are. Let's see if we can get this thing back on. I think I got too much, let's see if I can get some of that off, because it's just going to spill over to the sides. Okay, that's perfect. And you know what? I'm actually going to tin tin this real quick. Just a little bit. This won't even fit on here. I'm going to just scrape away a little bit more first. Right there. Yep. Alright. So, it's taking forever. This is still tight as shit. I'm going to take out the left side too. Just change tips. Alright. Gosh. I want this to be over. I don't know if this is going to fix the problem. That's my problem. I'm hoping it does, but I don't know if it will. And what happens if it doesn't? Right? Shit. Okay. Well, I think that's okay. I don't know. Whatever. It's late. It's past midnight. And I am pretty much, if this doesn't work, I'm calling it a night and going to bed. Alright, let's test it. Still dark. Alright, as you can see, it's still dark. Alright, so I just need to do some more troubleshooting. It could just be a filter. Who the fuck knows? but I will get back at it tomorrow. Alright, it's the next morning now. So I did some probing around, and it looks like maybe this glass diode here is shorted, because I'm getting about 0.2 each way, and 0.2 volts each way. I don't think I should be getting that. So I'm going to take this off and reseat it and see if that does anything to it. The other diode is fine, because I'm getting 0.2 one way and OL the other way. You know, that doesn't look like it was bad. So let's just find out what's going on here. Nothing is shorted. So let's just go diode mode again. Double check this. So I'm getting 1.5 volts now, which I don't think is right. 0.16 and 1.5. Don't think that's right. So I think I got this last time, and I think it was the cap that was bad. That's gonna be a show. So the question is, what cap is bad? What cap is bad? So let's take a look. Probably that one. Ain't right though. Let me just check with my other board and see what it looks like on the. This one's water damage, so it's not going to give me an accurate reading. 0.2 one way. And OL. This one's definitely giving me. Now I'm getting 0.2. 1.5. What's going on here, man? But I was getting the right reading just a second ago. Alright, let's put that glass diode back real quick before I forget it. Alright, so let's measure this puppy again. .12 volts that way. Yeah, it's got to be the cap. It's got to be one of these caps. So, there's this one, and then I think that's it. I think that's the only cap that's really connected to this diode here. So let's change that cap, I think, because that cap seems to go bad all the time. I mean, I guess I can. Okay, let's do one thing real quick. Let's go to diode mode and test this. Test this right here. .49. Yeah, 1.15. Well, I don't really have a test one here, so I can't really. 0.49. Do I really want to replace that stupid thing? Not really. Well, I think I'm probably going to have to use heat or something on this. I'm not quite sure why I'm replacing this, because I don't know what the diode reading is supposed to be, so. Easiest is to just replace it and hopefully that fixes it, even though it doesn't look bad. But I don't know what, at this point I don't know what else it could be, so. Some stronger tweezers. I think I was pretty close, but let me get some low melt on this before I do some damage to the damn board. even though it's not shorted, it is. I'm gonna roll this out real quick. Probably gonna end up being this damn coil. Watch. Okay, let's tin this mother. Go back to my knife tip here. This does a little bit better. Right. So let's get the big cap out. Big backlight cap. Okay. Alright, here's my big backlight cap. Let's see if the tweezers work first. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good. Alright, let me see if my diode mode reading is any better now or different. If it's not different, then I don't expect anything to change. That's not even a good joint. 4.8. 1.2. Nope. Doubtful that's going to change anything. So what is going on here? Before I do anything, I need to solder this, make a better joint here, because this is not good. Alright, let me check the coil. Go through all of our checks. So the big coil, let's see, big coil goes from, check that. And I'll have to flip it over. That sucks. Diode. Well, this will be fun. I have to eyeball this. Diode to okay. .1 ohms. So that's right. Strange. Alright. Is it possible that the backlight IC is jacked? Hold up. Let me see. You know what? What's up with the filters, man? What am I doing? Check the filters. Number one rule here, and I did not. Oh, what's up, buddy? You bastard. Is that even? Oh no, my bad. That's the data filter. So I'm only getting 4.1 volts, so it's going to be this one right here. And I'm getting 4 volts here. So I replaced this, getting 4 volts there. What else am I missing? So I should be getting 4 volts there, and then the boosted voltage should go to 20 here. But I'm not getting 20 there. Let's check this diode again. After that replacement. It's gonna be a marathon. That's 0.2. Another marathon. So how am I getting 0.2 both ways? Does that make sense? Make sense? I think I made a mistake. Alright, so the cathode line should be connected on both diodes, and I have it so that cathode's on the side. Alright, I think that's my problem. What a shit show. Oh well. Alright, let's go to diode mode again. Check it. .09 volts. And oh well. Okay, let's try this now. See if this sucker works. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, so we're back in business. I put the diode the wrong way. And we have full backlight now. Alright, so this is how you repair iPhone 6 Plus with a VCC main short. Turns out it was a blown backlight system, for the most part. Alright,